Now we're on the road here with Terry Dawe, and Terry is a salesman, truck driver for England's. And Terry, this cold morning, we're driving here on the road, and the heater is fine here in the van, but there is very cold outdoors, and hopefully that's not an indication of the area we're going into today that's real cold.
No, but don't be really cold. Just you got to get used to it when you're working the salt. You get over that.
Now we're not going to see no icebergs on our trip today, are we?
No, I don't believe there's any icebergs on the go today. This is only the fall of the year, so.
Now the scenery that we're going to see, I think there's going to be some beautiful shots, real nice shots of the trees, snow covered and stuff like that.
Oh yes, yeah. We had a nice little snowfall there in the night, and should make some good shots.
Now we're looking at some right now, Terry, and can you tell us what part of the road we're on right here?
We're up on top of the ridge there now, going down over Roberts Arm Road. Just having a little look around there, stop and try to clean off the windshield. It's pretty nice bit of salt on the go this morning.
And a lot of pickle and that old sand is real bad on our windshield this morning.
Oh yes, yeah. We've after replacing several windshields now since I've been on the road. Picks up a scattered rock every now and then.
Now Terry, since you've been on the road, how long have you been on the road at this job?
I've been 10 years now with England's, and then I had 5 years before that with Green Bay Wholesalers at much the same type of job. So it's been a long time now. And then I was with Otto Yates, and then I worked in a grocery store for 5 years. Just about ever since I got out of school in '77.
Now Terry, dealing with the public in this type of job, do you have to handle them sort of with like kid gloves and agree with everything that they agree with?
Yeah, well, you're kind of supposed to, but I know most of my customers pretty well, so I can disagree with them if I want to and know where I can get away with it, and they're usually pretty agreeable in that.
Now, we're not the only people on the road early today. We got a busload of kids in front of us. Do you get to see these every morning when you come down here?
I usually meet the bus, yeah. That's the one from Port Anson going out to Dorset Collegiate there in Pellizone, but I usually meet them every day.
Now, we're coming into Robert's Arm, and with all the traveling back and forth there, have you ever run into Chrissy?
No, I've never seen her. No, I've never seen her, only just the one day got stuck up on the side of the road. I looks, though.
And you're not lucky enough yet to have the sighting that we can put on video camera?
No. One of those days, probably.
Now, Terry, we're going to get to go in and meet some of the people that's running the stores, and we're going into one here now. We also run into some of the other salesmen. So, is this a regular thing on your run?
Oh yeah. I use just a couple of trucks that I run into. Brookville ice cream truck and the Lewisburg Wholesalers. Sometimes I meet them down there on Mondays. This is Bragg's Ultramar in Pellizone there now.
Well, let's have a listen to see the dealings you have with the customers.
Should be interesting.
What's inside the sack? Anything good?
There's
Now, Terry, as a salesman, when you're on the road like this, I guess you bring different items on the road with you, special items.
no, that's power. Yeah, I seasonal items I usually carry around with me, and any new product that we have. I usually take a sample around with me and show it. I find it's a lot easier to sell it if you got it there to show.
Now, we see you going into a store here now carrying a box and a briefcase and a bag. So can you tell us a little bit about what's in each of those things?
Okay, well in that green and white box, that's my fax machine where I send orders back to the warehouse as I get them. And in the bag is a couple of samples of some gift sets that we promote in Christmas.
Now let's listen in again and see some of the customer promotion you get. Now, Terry, you're getting prepared here. You're after taking a couple of orders, and you're getting prepared to send them through to back to England in Springdale.
Yeah, well, it's just shortly after 9 o'clock now, so the boys should be in the office up there, and I got a couple of orders ready, and I'll fax them back up, and they can start picking them. Those two and pack them on pallets, and we have that done in for when I do it Tuesday.
No, so you go down and start your work early on Monday morning, and when the boys show up at the warehouse, you have work there ready for them to start with, right?
Oh yes, they're started at the orders for the truck now. When they get that there, they'll start, and it's all laid out what pallet they got to go on to and everything. So saves a nice bit of time.
Now, Terry, this is a day that stretches into be a fairly long day. How do you pass the day? I know you get to meet a lot of customers, but it must be awful, not really boring, but it's a long day to stretch out. How do you make that into such an interesting day for your work?
Well, you got to keep moving because you're on a tight schedule. I know it takes till probably about 8 o'clock before he gets home, but you got to keep moving and work around the dinner hours, and you can't skip a place because you'll end up filling up your schedule and you won't make it for dinner time, and you'll have to wait, and everything will be filled up. So you got to keep pretty fast paced.
Now, Terry, somebody who started 15 years ago on the first day, you probably had missed a few of the customers, but by now you've changed your schedule around to meet one for the other. How do you manage to meet the ferries and get back and forth, get in all the stores before they close?
Well, it's just been trial and error, that's all, and working with people. I got customers that'll come in for me supper time and this kind of stuff. So you know where you can be too at certain times, and that helps out a lot.
Now, we're seeing some of the scenery again. Can you tell us a little bit about where we are now?
We're just leaving Pile-les-All now and going out. We got to stop in now to Dorset Collegiate and see Sue there at the school.
So you actually go into the schools and sell them product too?
Oh yes, I set up accounts with all the schools down there and do quite well with them.
Now let's listen in and see what she got to say.
Who's the camera person?
Yeah, no, but I'm not. Well, you did too. The two women.
I have no idea if this put down on the
Yeah,
I'd say
you
yesterday
went
it's
in
just you had other stuff.
Yes,
That's
I
right.
had the
Okay.
hamburger meat now.
Right. Right on.
Right.
Some of the up there. Okay.
Mr. Freeze's.
Good time of the year.
You like them? She made 2 straws of each. 6 of each.
6 of each.
Any bases?
Beef soup base, wasn't it?
No.
Beef gravy base.
Right on.
Beef soup base, you don't have.
Yeah, that's right. Chicken soup base.
2 cartons of base.
Oh, Pepsi.
Try this. 2 beef gravy.
Slow down.
2 chicken soup.
I use it too.
one beach, 3 bases.
That's right. All right, 5 Pepsi. 2 minutes, you want a pineapple. Road set this morning?
No, it's all sanded.
Is it? Yeah, I appreciate it, Terry. If I forget anything that I'm supposed to order, he don't. He always remembers. Oils especially. And French fries. I forgot French fries, won't we?
Oh, so far, yeah.
I would have been sweet, but in French fries.
Not forgotten yet.
No. Did you get Daya?
Yeah.
Okay. I want that boneless chicken breast again.
There's equipment garage there, no one got built. Just open a DRL.
Now, Terry, we've entered Triton, and you mentioned it was the home of DRL. Is DRL one of the biggest businesses down here?
It's a job to tell how big DRL is because that's only just an office. But I mean, they got a lot of buses and everything on the go. And you really don't know how big a business that is.
Well, let's drop in and visit one of your customers again. Yeah, we're going to go back and fix that today.
Drag this on. Drag me on.
Trying to get those back down on the water. She knows that. I just took a paper in the garden.
Perhaps is good.
I don't know your grand, you don't mind. Yes, I do, son.
Now, Terry, we're out in Brighton now, and we're in a store that we run into, Los Wholesalers. You mentioned earlier you run into them on a scattered Monday. They deliver their freight on Mondays, where you just take your orders on Mondays, right?
Yeah, their salesman goes around on Thursday the week before and does their ordering. So they deliver on Mondays then.
Now, on an average day, Terry, how many customers do you get to visit? 20, 30?
It's usually around 23, 24 customers like that a week. Some of them are only bi-weekly, not very many, I'll say, but around 23 customers a week.
And
a day, actually.
And they're big and small, right from just a small takeout to a big grocery store?
Oh yes, everything and all points in between. Big and small, schools, corner stores, everything.
Well, Terry, when you're down on your traveling day on Monday, do you go out to Long Island or do you take that order via phone?
No, that order is done by phone and we deliver it on a different day because there's too much hassle trying to catch the ferry and get back again and still complete the day.
So when you took it with the door and stuff,
So from Grandpa's to St. John's, son. So you have got 8 eggs now, right? Besides your family?
Chocolate chips.
It's the bulk ones, is it?
Yeah.
3, 4, 6.
Rich Harris.
Well,
You got one left.
that's the down. He's busy, so he's gonna call back. Sales.
we do.
Now, Terry, we're on the road again between a couple of businesses. And what piece of the road are we traveling here?
We're leaving Miles Cove now to come back to Port Anson. You see the causeway up there in the background, Port Anson Causeway. That was Clifford Murray's store out in Miles Cove.
So now, what would be the purpose of driving right on out through Port Anson and then coming back to do another store, getting out to service a customer out in Miles Cove before they close?
Yeah, that's just another part of the scheduling to get around supper hour and that sort of thing to get it done. And I got a place there where I can go and fax me orders back from Port Anson store too. So.
How are you today? Actually got this here. Right on, sir. Spot on. Soup bases?
One beef gravy, please. That's what you wrote, what's up?
9 ways okay, is it?
Oh. Yeah, I think, yeah, for this week, yeah. Yeah.
And your,
What?
Works and gone, but yeah.
think you probably have one of them.
Yes.
How many days do you think you have? Talking to me or?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. I phone at NASA.
Yeah, he's changed them. I know what I'm going to order.
Yeah.
Check it out. Buy some, you know, like.
Now, Terry, is this the last stop for today, or what?
Yeah, I finished up in Southbrook now. I'll be heading home now, and then I got a bit of paperwork to do home, taking stuff out of the invoices and preparing them for tomorrow. So just another hour or so's work yet.
And then it's back tomorrow morning, start loading the truck?
Yeah, that's the first thing. I'll go in and take all the information out of the fact sheets that I send up now and transfer it over to the invoices, the original invoices, and start picking the orders and, well, loading the truck.
And then from the truck to the customer.
Yeah, then there's one more time to handle it, and it'll be all over for that bit of freight for another week.
Now we're gonna go shortly to delivering the freight on the truck, but we didn't go over the full route. We only just went so far, and when hopefully people get the idea of just the work, and we'll also see some of the warehouse work coming up very shortly, right?
Yeah, there's a little bit of footage of the warehouse. That's orders being picked, and those are being picked for the orders that I took there today. So.
So who's this, Barb New?
Barb Doss.
Now, Terry, we're back in the warehouse watching Lindsay pick the orders, and we notice he's writing a lot of things on cardboard. And what's the purpose of that?
Well, we take the frozen items off of the invoices and put them all onto a separate sheet of cardboard for one fellow to go out and pick that all up and put it in the freezer part on the truck.
Now, freight is stored in different areas. Must have to have a good memory to remember where to pick it up, or do you organize it so that you know which section certain things is in?
Well, practice mostly. I mean, when you take the freight and you put it away, and eventually, if you handle it enough times, you'll get to know wherever everything is too. So, it's a job for anyone to walk in right off the street and go around and pick up an order. I guarantee you that.
Now, Terry, we noticed you're picking and packing there, but you're picking some, maybe half a dozen items of this and half a dozen items of that. Can an customer order just so many of this and so many of that?
They can on certain items, yeah, the more expensive items, and like if there's a big case lot, 48 or something like that, we can break it down for them.
But you'd rather sell full boxes or full sacks of this, right?
Oh yes, it's way easier to pick up the full case than what it is to go cutting boxes and repacking as I'm doing there now, and I'm putting them on the pallet.
Now, I guess when it comes to vegetables, though, it's probably better for the smaller customers that they can order individual items like that.
Oh yeah, a small store would have a job to get rid of a sack of cabbage, sack of turnip, and sack of carrot. So we can break that down into half sack lots, and that's a big help for them.
Now, Terry, you do more jobs than just one. You're not just a truck driver salesman. You do go back into the warehouse and help pick the orders. So you wear quite a few hats on this company.
Yeah, I got a good many hats, quite a collection. Well, like I say, I sell it and deliver it and pick it up, and sometimes I ends up in the office, or I could even end up out on the loader in the winter clearing snow. So you never know from one day to the next what I'm going to be doing, really.
So I guess your goal in the future would become the manager of the warehouse, and would that keep you in the warehouse then?
That'll pretty much take me off the road, yeah, and put me into warm. So that's being in the works now, where I'm getting ready to go in and take over from Ward. He's pretty close to retirement age now, so he's on the go.
Now, Terry, we noticed things stacked on top of each other here. What would you have to do if you wanted something that was right on the bottom, or are they usually things stacked on top the same items?
Well, we try to keep everything that we, like some things you double stack there. There might be 15 or 20 cases of that item that's on the bottom that's already in the shelf that we can get at. So we stack up double pallets wherever we can to make up for the room.
Now, Terry, we're on the road now, and you're starting to do your deliveries, and we're going to see you make a couple of stops and see what you exactly do from the warehouse to the customer.
Okay, yeah, well, this is Wednesday morning now, and the first stop will be up to Burntbury Ultramar there on the Trans-Canada Highway.
Yeah, let's go in and visit Rod now.
All them crackers. Four cigarettes? Four, yeah. Clear bread and big eggs. I need your picture. Thank you, sir. Thank you. See you next time.
Terry, we're leaving Rods now and driving up Trans Canada, and all the construction that's on the go. How does that interfere with your job?
Oh, that slows everything down. You don't seem like very long, but the time stopped at those lights up there now on the bridges and for trucks and this kind of stuff kind of hangs you up a bit in the morning.
And the road conditions, do you mind that at all?
Oh yes, you have to be on top of it all the time, watching for black ice, especially now this time of the year. You could get a bit of black ice or slush or anything at all now that would give you trouble.
Now, we're going to stop here now at Eat Convenience, and this is where we're going to leave you after we finish here. And we'll say thanks for letting us follow you around while we got the chance. And we'll just drop in now and see what you do actually unloading the truck and how big a load you carry.
Okay, yeah, well, thanks for coming along with me, and I hope the people get some enjoyment out of this video anyway, so thank you.
That's it.
And then look. Did you go check out freight, see it's fall over?
Yes, sir. Wagon wheels. There. Christian Drive. There. Polybags. There. And there ends the lesson.